Hello, welcome to Once Upon a Surgery. I'm the host, Carrie Burlett, married to world-renowned plastic surgeon Dr. Anthony Burlett. Today we have a very exciting episode. We have now found a new bra that's going to become the official bra of Burlett Plastic Surgery that was created by our guest, Holli Markwald, and she's the CEO and founder of a company called Prairie. And we are so delighted to have you, Holli. And I just have to say, I mean, it's such a personal thing, right? Having the right bra in everyday life. And now to have one basically that was created for the purpose of recovery, I think is amazing. And so I would love for the listeners to meet Holli and talk to us a little bit about you and your company.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate it. So who am I and why am I here? Really, my entire mission has been since day one to really help people and to create a positive impact in the world. And I have had amazing role models in my life to be able to take that and move it forward. And this opportunity really came to me, as opportunities come, where I'm really great at business and operations, and I was successful in another business, and I wanted to do something that would really create a visceral, tangible, positive impact in the world. And as I was discovering what that could be, an oncological surgeon related to someone on our technical team just said, "Can you do better than this?" And it was a stretchy tube top thing with elastic that probably cost about $1 to make, that they were putting on post-surgical patients for oncological surgeries. And after just spending 2 years of learning about all the different knits and incredible things that are available to create a better experience for people with compression on their body, I was like, yeah, we can totally do better. And it's personal. It's a tangible, personal opportunity to be able to support people when they're going through recovery. And I think you guys know and resonate with, when people feel better, they get better, they do better, they're more confident, they're more secure. And I feel like that's our alignment with what we're both doing, which is we're here to help people feel confident and secure so that they can do their best. And that's what I really love about us being able to work together.
Yeah, it's really great because I think it's not only, I mean, aesthetically they look amazing, but it is also the way they feel. Like the patients, they've been raving about, the different features, the class, all of the little, pieces that go into the creation of the bra are.
Yeah, most of the bras are really ugly and pushing in all the wrong spots. But this one hugs the breast. It looks beautiful. It gives that nice compression on the sides and helps shape the breast once they have. So we're happy with it.
And for that patient during those key recovery times, whether that's post-surgical or with lymphedema management or any number of things where you need additional support and coverage, you just feel better because you're getting that comfort and security for that everyday activity that you need to be able to do. Really what I wanted to talk to you about in terms of what you just said, where it hugs the body, that's that gradient compression, and that's that yarn that with the triathlete uniform where it expands and contracts with the body, that's what our huggers do. So with that super amazing yarn, and that allows our surgical teams, where we developed over time, over 2 years actually, of wear testing with different oncological surgeries, making sure we have that axilla coverage, making sure you have reduced coverage on the areola if there's nipple sparing or any surgery in the nipple area where increased compression might cause ischemia, things like that. Those are things that we took into account as we're grading in all of the compression. So that's where we make it really simple for our patients and doctors to interface with an amazing bra, because we did the work and the science in the back end of here's the biomechanics of building a really good bra for post-surgical support.
And the patients really seem to be happy with it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so, like, in terms of with the different breast surgeries, right? Because if it's someone having the implants removed versus implants put in versus just a major reduction, you have different designs, right, for the different procedures, right? And so,
Yeah. And I think for us, it's about where the woman's journey takes them. So if that's a breast augmentation, I would go with Arvida. We want to have good support, but you also want to see everything, all that good work that you just put onto your body and that you want to celebrate with other people. So Arvida is awesome for that. For someone getting an explant or oncological surgery, our Prima is amazing because you're going to get that full coverage and support that you need. But for us, it's really about being a great choice for a woman on her journey, whatever that may be. So that's been important to us. Getting back into the gym after surgery can be sometimes a little bit anxiety inducing if you're worried about, incision sites or having something new in your body or on your body that you didn't have before. So that's another thing that we address. It's just that confidence in doing your everyday, whatever that may be.
It's amazing. And it's, really, women's breast is such a big part of, us as individuals. And so when you have something, your bra almost becomes like your best friend, like your best friend. I don't know, just in everyday life.
Yeah. And for our doctors and for our surgical teams, when you have a patient that feels better, that's good for everybody. When your positive outcomes are happening because your patients are using their compression, that they're feeling great.
It's as simple as, happy patient, happy doctor.
Right?
Yeah.
It's going to make your life a lot better.
And then for the teams, to have something that they don't have to have a special fit, the cup size doesn't matter, especially with a reduction or sometimes an augmentation, the cup size can change slightly when you're doing your adjustments. You think, gosh, this implant, this isn't quite the right size, what you had planned. So that may be a slightly larger or slightly smaller implant than you had originally anticipated. So that cup size in our bras doesn't matter. So in real time, you can make that decision. It's not going to change the bra size. And that bra is on the OR table underneath the chuck. You just drape it right onto the patient, and that way they're leaving feeling secure and supported. And that's what we're here for. From that time they leave the table to when they go home, they're in the same bra, and it's amazing in terms of that comfort and security level.
And how did you how did you go about researching the materials and, that yarn? Do you have any background in that? Or?
It was a really cool journey. So for 2 years, I was just deciding, what do I want to do with my time and my money, to be honest? Like, what company do I want to do to help people? What would be best? And I was looking I travel a lot and I go to a lot of meetings. And so I wanted, before Lululemon was as big as they are now, I wanted something that had like a jacket that you could wear on the airplane and then go anywhere in. And I couldn't find it. So I started looking, what could we develop that could be something, could be boardroom to the gym to, to anywhere. And this is long before COVID, folks, things like that. And so just finding all the different technical fabrics that exist, I really got interested in how women typically accept things that are uncomfortable to wear and men won't. And so then I got into men's activewear because they're into the highest technical fabrics, the highest comfort levels, and they demand it. And that was really interesting to me. Whereas you go into women's sportswear, and at the time, it was still fairly restrictive. It was hiking pants that don't move with your body. I don't think that most in the other side of the industry were accepting of that. And so in learning that, I understood that we had other options as women. You can get lift and support without an underwire, FYI. You can wear something next to your skin that is going to breathe. It's going to be, Okotex certified, so it's chemical free. You can do all those things, but I didn't know that.
Right.
I didn't even know that existed. So that's been kind of one of the biggest learnings over that 2-year period is there's a lot of things out there that can make your experience in that first base layer a lot better. Yeah. So that's kind of where I ended up in the bra business, which, by the way, my background is in residential construction, large developments. And so it was not bras at all.
Very different.
Very different.
That's architecture.
Right.
Architecture, and you did your mom's basement. So I also am very handy on the construction site. You learn a lot of things. And I learned operationally that all businesses are very similar. It's your product that changes. And so I was able to apply what I've learned into this opportunity to really positively impact women specifically. And then the other thing for me was you can actually create something that's better for the planet at the same time. So is it easy? Is it less expensive? No. But is it worth it? Yes. So that was really one of the key core moments of creating this product of better for the body, but also better for the planet. And then inherently, it's something that as a woman you have next to your skin all the time, and it's not emitting chemicals,
Right.
Whereas for me, wearing it every day, maybe less important, but for someone who's just gone through surgery, really important, right?
You don't even think about that, right?
Yeah, you don't. And this is just one more layer of those positive outcomes. They're latex free, they're Velcro free, so you don't get that gross microbial stuff on it. It stays clean and fresh on your patients. And it's just a lot of wins with a better product, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a little bit of an investment, but when you think about something that you're wearing like every day, and again, that it actually has this function in addition to that, I mean, it's worth it, for sure.
Yeah. Well, and I think for your patients, value is durability as well. So the way that it ages over time. And I look at a good bra, like a good surgery, for example, that should last you for a long period of time. And so what we see is that if it's not good, let's say you went to something that was maybe less expensive, it may not last as long, it may not wear as well over time, or it may not work very well.
And then you end up, right? And then you buy a new one anyway, right?
Yeah. Or you have to go back to a different doctor and get a revision surgery on what wasn't done properly the first time for the discounted version or something.
Exactly. Yep.
Right. There is something to investment in quality, and that investment in quality to me pays back not only to you personally, but also to the planet overall. You're using less resources, you're using less time, money, all of those things when you look at quality and investment.
Sure. And these can be, that's not any special way to wash them, right? Just.
Oh my goodness, no. I will say in the early days, and still do, I wear test everything. And it was a lot of, I do not like to pay attention to anything. So in the machine wash world. So everything goes in the same washing cycle. And so all of our bras are machine wash and dry. There are absolutely no special care. They're really easy to look after. And it's like your activewear, so no bleach or fabric softener because you don't want to lessen that compression, but machine wash and dry, which is another plus, not only for the patient, but our surgical teams, where patients are going to keep wearing it because they can keep it fresh. They can keep it on. These are just another thing that makes it so much easier for patients.
That's amazing. Now, this is such an exciting venture. Do you have the next thing in mind that you want to do? Are you?
I have the coolest team in the world. I will say that completely biasedly. They are amazing. And so on our technical team, we have the OGs of seamless knit. So seamless knit, you guys, is something where most bras are cut and sew, where you see a cut and sew band, and it comes in about 50 different pieces. You'll see where it's 52 sizes to do one size range because of all the different cup sizes. The reason that companies don't do seamless knit is it's expensive. and it's highly technical. You can't do it cheap. So we kind of brought on in the early days the best of the best in seamless knit. Dr. Legene Lawson, who was part of the 1986 Jog Bra crew to do the first production sports bra for women. So we have her on our team, and they're pushing me every day and to say, how can we do this better? What can we do next? So we're working with tactical athletes and with a different research team in the UK, actually working on tactical athlete bras that can hold breast protection. But also for me, anything that we make, I want anyone to be able to wear it. And so we have a high demand from our technical team to create something that everybody can wear and then can also specialize as you need it. Because for a tactical athlete, they don't need to wear breast protection every minute of every day, right? And who wants to get a special bra for 1 or 2 days?
Right.
Like most post-surgical bras, you wear them for 1 or 2 days and then landfill, right? How do you reuse that? So for me, one of the biggest compliments is when I see one of our bras on Poshmark or eBay or, on resale. I love that. It means that we get to keep helping someone with the same bra. So what do we have on the horizon? We are always looking at different technical designs. We're always looking at different products. We're consistently wear testing and doing R&D. But we also, you may have noticed, we keep a very tight SKU line, and what that means to everybody here, it means we have very few styles, very few colors. That's really purposeful. It's easier for our customers and for our surgical teams, but also for the environment. So the more colors you add, the more styles you add, the more that you tax production and the environment to create that. And the reality is, kind of like your favorite restaurant, probably they have that one-page menu that is so perfectly curated that you're going to love something on it, and you don't need to see 100 things, right? You get to pick that 1 or 2 out of that beautifully curated menu, and that's what we do. So we put all the work into creating that very curated line so that there's something for everyone. So when something new comes onto our world, it's very intentional. When Prairie releases something new, we just released our Aria, which is a back closure bra, no front zip, for really that everyday wear. And that was done over a 2-year period. We wear test on every body size, extra small to 3XL, because everybody has a different modulus that we need to take a look at our bra looking good and feeling good on all of those body types. And similar to cup size, we want to make sure that our cup size fits, an B cup to a J cup. And to do that, we have to really be intentional with every design choice that we make, including where we put the compression zones. So that...
Yeah, it really is a science, right? Because, for you to have the same compression zones, no matter how large or small you are, that's pretty amazing, right?
It is, and I don't want to get too technical, you guys, because
I think it's fascinating.
Your podcasts are so fun in terms of what we get to talk about. But this is what we're super jazzed about here at Prairie, is that we get to take these really complicated designs and apply that to making it easier for patients to get something awesome, or for someone to get it for every day. We have learned so much where we started with just oncological patients, and then that was to aesthetics because we were having so many of our oncological patients getting reconstruction, and reconstruction with flap reconstruction or reconstruction with implants, all kinds, where we had to accommodate for all those different oncological surgeries. We learned a lot. We adjusted our compression zones. And then we learned, well, gosh, we work with a lot of plastic surgeons. Okay, we need to create a bra, the Vita, that is more appropriate for an aesthetic surgery or reconstruction that maybe needs less compression and less coverage, but still good coverage. So that's where the Vita came from. And then it's just been a succession on. So the Luma, we needed a bra that would work well in the gym for someone who needs additional support and a great bra, awesome, done. And then the Aria for our everyday. So it's been a really fun journey to be able to support really everybody and every woman on their journey.
That's awesome. And how did you come up with the names for the different ones?
Well, Hugger originally came up because bra and binder are just no fun. They're no fun at all. And we are a super fun team. And I will say that when we were deciding the name, Hugger was definitely top in the running, because also we do wear tests, thousands and thousands of them at this point. And one thing we kept getting back is it feels like a hug. It feels like a hug. We're like, oh, I love that.
Yeah, that's a great
hugs here at Prairie. So, lots of hugs, lots of smiley face emojis and hearts. So Hugger is really where that came from. That it's literal, but it's also really awesome to say you're going to get a hugger after your surgery.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. Thank you.
That is clever.
Yeah, very clever.
Makes me want one.
Do you have any friends?
We actually, the Prima, because our cups are all removable, the chest pads are all removable.
No, it's okay.
No, but for
there are with a gynecomastia, right?
Gynecomastia, top surgery, but also we have 2% of breast cancer patients are men. And so they need a garment post-surgically as well. And one of my favorite images that we got in our early days of wear testing was a 6'2" Marine after his surgery, his oncological surgery. And he's in his hospital bed and shouldn't have had this, but he had a cigar and his Prima on and was just hanging out after surgery. So yes, we do. Our Prima is unisex and is regularly used.
Right. I mean, there is a need. Wasn't there a Seinfeld episode where they had like a man's ear or something? I don't know.
I missed that one.
Maybe for the male versions, you can have a manly name.
Yeah. Well, actually, we've made several thoughts about what that could be, and I'm sure everybody's already thinking this. We've been told by many we need to make the Hugger bro.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Yeah, we've definitely heard it. We actively ask for feedback, and we get a lot. I love it. Anything someone wants to share, a color, a style, a this they like, a this they don't like, we love it, all of it. So we do get that from time to time.
That's fun. Do you have like a favorite story or feedback that comes to mind of someone who feels like you really changed their lives?
I resonate with something that you said in one of the podcasts. I don't know if I should say Anthony or Tony, but you said that when you asked Carrie, what was your favorite case, your best case? And you said, well, I always say it's my last one. And so for me, is there something memorable? It's every day I wake up and we have an amazing client solutions team that works with our customers all the time. And I always kind of look at what was the feedback from the day. That's where I start. I'm here to help people, so our customers are number one, and I always look at that first thing in the morning. And I still remember the first time I saw this, but you changed my life. I was in so much pain. I couldn't lift my child. I didn't want to go out to buy groceries. I was afraid to go to the gym. I couldn't run. I was worried. I couldn't sleep because I thought I'd dislodge my drains, right? We hear that still a lot, where women are sent home in a non-compressive post-surgical bra or with just bandages. Still happens a fair amount. And so imagine trying to sleep with a bandage and some drains, all of those things. I hear that still, I would say every day, something to that nature of I was in pain, I couldn't get relief, and also I was afraid to run, or I was afraid to go back to play hockey. We had a hockey player up here that just really changed her life to be able to go back and play, and she wears the Prima to play just for that full coverage. But that is my favorite, and those are my favorite stories. And people send us pictures that it's always incredible to me that someone wants to send us a picture of them in their bra. Yes, all bodies. I mean, they love it because they feel that confident. I feel awesome in this after surgery. I love that. Or during lymphedema treatment, or whatever that surgery is, or whatever the journey. Nursing moms, that was another, didn't even think about that, but for nursing moms, when the breast size is changing significantly from, morning to night or hour to hour, all of those things, it's another opportunity for our bra to support someone that cup size can fluctuate. And most bras have that encapsulated cup, so it's not going to expand and contract with the cup size. Or post-surgical swelling, right? Where you need a slightly larger size post-surgically, but then decreased over time. So I think things like that, for sure, have informed what we do, but also is our greatest joy, that we get to help people regardless of what their journey is.
Yeah, that's amazing. I forgot about those days when in nursing and literally, I mean, you go up like a full cup size within the day. And you still wear the same ugly nursing bra, so it's nice. There's a better. I mean, my daughter's now 15, so that was a long time ago. But it's nice. There's a better solution.
And I think I'm curious. I know we found each other in a very. I love the organicness of how this connection came together, you guys. It was not contrived. Yeah. It was just an organic opportunity, and I love when things like that happen and when things align in life. And one of the things that made me confident in having this conversation initially is that I think both of you have talked about this really specifically, is you're here to support women in their confidence.
Yeah.
And them security. And I know I started with this, but this is where I'm at right now too, is this is not changing someone, this is enhancing who they are and what they are. And I really love that.
I just want to thank you so much, Holli, for coming on, for your time. Cheers. For Once Upon a Surgery. And I want everyone to know that this is now Prairie Wear will be the official bra of Brillette Plastic Surgery, and we will have it available for our patients post-surgery. And also in the office, we have an affiliate link where you can purchase the whichever variety suits you. And we're so excited for this. And we also have some upcoming podcasts where patients are going to talk about not only their surgery, but also their experience wearing Prairie Wear. So we just want to say thank you so much. And we are so appreciative. And I love how we connected. And I think there's so much alignment in both of our missions. So thank you, Holli.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Wishing you a great day.
All right. Thank you.